Milling has been a tradition along the beautiful River Barrow in Ireland's southeast region for over 150 years. Connolly's Red Mills has been continuing this tradition since 1908 and is now the largest family-owned supplier of animal feeds in Ireland. Located in Kilkenny, in the heart of the rich and rolling river valleys of the southeast region, the Red Mills name is synonymous with success and quality and is trusted by leading trainers throughout the world. Now, with the knowledge and experience of the past, our team of equine nutritionists have created something new: Horse Care Cubes, a product that has been specifically formulated for horses prone to either gastric ulcers or tying up. As part of the development of Horse Care Cubes, Red Mills commissioned University College Dublin's veterinary department to carry out a 2-year study. As part of this study, the UCD team scoped approximately 100 horses 3 times over a period of weeks for gastric ulcers. The results were significant. 76% of the horses scoped had gastric ulcers. As gastric ulcers have been linked to poor thrive and poor performance, this is a serious issue for trainers. In order to understand why gastric ulcers are so prevalent, we have to understand 2 things about the horse. Firstly, that the horse is a natural forager, grazing for up to 16 hours per day, and secondly, that unlike humans, the horse's stomach produces gastric acid all the time. When a horse is grazing, saliva is produced, which acts as a natural buffer in the stomach, protecting the lining of the stomach from the gastric acid. However, today's feed and training regime means that horses are fed infrequently and may not have any access to pasture. This means that the gastric acid has no buffer, causing gastric ulcers. Nutrition plays a vital role in minimising and treating gastric ulcers. We spoke to Jerry O'Sullivan of Clinic Nagopal, a leading practice in Ireland that specialises in equine veterinary. He told us how gastric ulcers are caused and also advised us on what feeding programme to follow in order to minimise ulceration.
The process of training can cause gastric ulcers to form in a horse's stomach, both due to the physical demands that this entails and the associated irregular feeding pattern which results from our stable management routines. This is a fairly common condition amongst racehorses, and it can certainly lead to poor performance in a select number of horses in a stable. Horses should have access to free choice, top quality hay. If possible, they should have access to fresh pasture on a daily basis. Vitamin mineral supplementation is probably an advantage also. And concentrate feed should be divided into 3 to 4 feeds if this is practical in the stable.
Tying up is another condition that is prevalent in horses undergoing rigorous training regimes. Causes of the sporadic or acute form of the disease include exercising in excess of training level, exhaustive exercise, respiratory infections, lack of selenium vitamin E, or lack of dietary electrolytes or minerals. It's becoming increasingly clear that nutrition can also play a vital role in minimising this debilitating condition. We asked Jerry O'Sullivan what nutritional programme trainers should follow for horses prone to tying up.
Tying up, or as it's also known, setfast, is a visible and distressing condition for horses. There are 2 forms of the disease: an acute form, which is associated with over-intensive exercise in a horse that's not properly fit, or a more difficult to manage chronic form, which arises where the diet is correct, the exercise regime is correct, but some horses, particularly young fillies, which have a nervous disposition, are predisposed to tying up, probably due to some hereditary factors. In the chronic form of the disease, the concentrate level should be reduced, certainly no more than 10 to 12 pounds of hard feed a day. Top quality forage should be available to reduce the animal's dependence on concentrate feeding. We usually supplement the diet with up to 2 ounces of salt. A vitamin and mineral supplementation is also required. Addition of up to 500 ml of corn oil or linseed oil is beneficial because it will reduce the animal's dependence on starch in the diet.
Nature knows best when it comes to horse nutrition. Taking our lead from nature, Connolly's Red Mills has developed Horse Care Cubes, a unique product specifically formulated to minimise ulceration and tying up. Used as part of a feeding and exercise program that brings the horse to as close as its natural state as possible, it will help your horses achieve health, vitality and success. We asked Noel Brennan, Head of Equine Nutrition at Connolly's Red Mills, to take us through the unique formulation of Horse Care Cubes.
We examined much of the research that was available from many reputable research centres throughout the world, most of which was carried out with relatively small numbers of horses. We were interested in developing a trial on a larger scale as best we could, so we sourced almost 100 horses through a number of our customers' yards, national hunt, flat yards, combined yards. Many of our customers were delighted to get involved in this trial because they were interested to see what a stressful feed and training programme can do to a horse over a given season. What we found, having scoped all of these horses on 3 occasions over a period of weeks, was that the feeding of our new product, Horse Care Cubes from Red Mills, had a very definite impact on the gut flora and the digestive system of the horse. What we saw, and what has been proven statistically sound within the trial evaluation, was that the horses fed on the Horse Care Cubes retained 5% more body weight, more condition, more muscle throughout the trial, which means that they withstood the training programme even better than horses on the normal Red Mills feed. So from our perspective, this product has had a very definite, real impact on the gut health and the gut flora of the horse. Horse Care Cubes are based on Red Mills 14% racehorse cubes, which has been our main racehorse feed for many years. What we've done with the formulation is we have reduced the starch component, we have increased the digestible fibre content, we have increased the particle size to combat production of gastric acids and juices within the stomach of the horse. We have also included a range of natural antacids which will work very effectively with the other components to help combat the production and the side effects of gastric acid within the stomach of the horse. Regarding tying up, we have added extra minerals and electrolytes to our existing product. We've also included Progest technology, a patented combination of novel ingredients which will help muscle function within the horse during a training programme. So with regard to a feed programme recommended by Red Mills for Horse Care Cubes or for any of our products, we would recommend that horses are fed at least 3 times a day, preferably 4 times a day. That forage should be fed on the same frequency and preferably before the hard feed to combat the gastric ulcer, the gastric juice production within the horse. During the day, the horse should be allowed outdoor to forage again, even in bare paddocks, for as long as possible. It will also help with regard to the warming down process and the constant conditioning of the horse on a daily basis rather than being stalled for 23 hours a day. So Horse Care Cubes, if fed 4 times a day with the formulation that we have devised, will certainly help to produce a horse that's going to have a digestive system in tune with the training and feeding programme required.
Horse Care Cubes, with its scientific formulation for horses prone to gastric ulceration and tying up, is available now. Using our unique Progest technology process, Horse Care Cubes has been designed to maximise the inner well-being and vitality of your horse. Premium ingredients scientifically formulated for the very best of health and performance. It's another winner from Connolly's Red Mills.